Wet or dry? Are we talking about wine? No, it's closings. What's the difference between a wet or a dry closing? Or what's the other names? We'll get to that in just a moment. Hey, welcome back. It's David Cathers with OMT Northwest. So you're wondering what's the difference between wet and dry and closing? I mean, are we talking about wine or we're talking about the weather in the Seattle area? No, we're talking about closing an escrow on your property. It's something that you hear different terms for. Some say wet or dry. We'll touch today on some of those variances. Another thing you may have heard is a roundtable closing or an escrow closing. So with all these questions I keep getting on this, I thought we'd touch base on it and see each state might have a different way of doing it. In Washington, we do use an escrow or a dry closing. So what does that mean? And what's the difference between that and the wet? So the dry closing, or what we call an escrow closing, is where the buyer and seller are going to have the funds basically in a third party, which is like your escrow company, hence the word escrow. And they're going to meet in different times and places. So let's say you get up to closing here and you're going to close on Friday. There's a good chance that the sellers may sign all their paperwork with the escrow office on, say, Wednesday or Thursday. And then the buyers come in and they sign at a different meeting time with the same, escrow company, but they will sign at a different time, maybe on Wednesday or Thursday. And then the paperwork's going to go through with the escrow company, back check everything with the lenders. And then on, say, Friday, once everything's signed and it's been re-looked at and checked it all's fine and the funds are transferred, then the escrow company will take and transfer the title over to the county records and get what they call a recording number. Once we get that, the recording number, then you can get your keys delivered. That's the time you can start saying, yes, I can prop my feet up on my couch and relax and enjoy. So closing can take, as we say, a couple days, or it may not be on the same day that you sign. So think about some things when you're getting ready to close and you're in a state such as Washington here, where you have an escrow or a dry closing. Then you're going to, it gives you a lot better, it gives you some time to sweat a little bit as far as, am I going to get the move in and when do I get my keys and all, because it doesn't all happen in one day. So plan that accordingly. Plan to have your moving trucks ready so that, say, if you're signing on Thursday or Wednesday, but it's not closing until Friday, put that over there for Friday or maybe even Saturday to get your moving truck. So one of the positives here, though, I mean, although it seems like it's taking a little longer and you wish you could just sit down and everybody hand the keys back and forth and sign the papers, the good side of it is it gives you a little bit better chance to, things are checked over, double checked, money's not transferred till we know it's all taken care of and done. So it protects everybody a little bit better, less chance of fraud. Okay, so the other type of closing, roundtable closing, kind of is like it suggests. You're gathered around the table, and this could mean you're basically going to set up the meeting to have everybody there together, the buyers, the sellers, the agents representing each of these parties, if there's attorneys involved, then the attorneys and the title company all gather together, sign the paperwork, and everything is done right at the same time. And as the documents are handed there and signed and done, the keys are transferred, and boom, it's all walk out of the office. The sellers have their money, or a check at least in hand, and the buyers have their keys ready to go home and start moving into their new home. So sounds good, sounds quick, easy. Some of the challenges you find on that, though, is sometimes getting all these people together at one time. Now, might be easier today with things that are going on with the coronavirus when this is being filmed, because you could put everybody in a meeting room via Zoom and then have to sign everything, though, electronically. But normally, again, round table meaning everybody is gathered around. They're going to sign, transfer everything, and out the door you go. Buyers again with their key, seller with their check in hand. The challenges to this, so sometimes, is that sometimes this can leave a little bit more chance for a fraud and other challenges because everything is just transferred right away, handed off. There's no double checks per se till after the case. So want to be a little bit careful. Some states use this, some don't. And you might check for which states. You can actually Google that and find out which states do work with roundtable closings. So to sum it up, the final day's closing is coming and you're excited about getting on that couch, putting your feet up and calling it yours. You again can Google and see which one your state uses and then go from there. So make your plan for your move and your closing to get all the stuff moved in according to that closing. So hope this is helpful to you. Hope you're doing well, staying safe. Don't forget to subscribe and check out our other videos there that can help you answer some of your questions. Thanks for sharing today. Bye-bye.